Hi, welcome to Rose Opal Knits, a crafty channel.
This is episode 123, and I'm Daphne.
And I'm Erica, and we are a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law duo from Delaware. And today we have knitting and cross stitch to share with you. So hey, how you doing? Welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for choosing to spend some more of your free time with us. We truly appreciate you being part of the Rose Opal Knits community. And if you are new here, we hope you stick around, you like what you see, and you consider subscribing. I am the mother-in-law. My name is Erica. I am married to my high school sweetheart. We have 4 children, 3 boys. Holden is 28, Thomas is 21, Ralph is 16, and our daughter, Mary Rose, is 7. She'll be 8 in 2 weeks.
I'm married to her oldest, and we also have 4 kids. Ours are Mason, he is 5, Paisley is 4, Theo is 3, and Isaac is 18 months, I think, finally.
Okay.
I think. Around there. 17 or 18 months, okay.
I think it's 17. I don't think it's 18 yet.
Is it?
I don't know.
He was born May. He was born May 2nd.
Yeah. And we are a multi-generational household. We're also a homeschooling family, or families. And we have notes in the description box below. That's where you can find the links to our Ravelry project pages. And we also have the link to our Discord group. It's free to join, and that's where we host all of our knit-alongs and make-alongs throughout the year. We do have several going on right now, and I'm sure we will discuss them, during the podcast. And we also have the link to our spread shop, where we sell our merch. And what else? Our Ko-Fi, where your generous donations, where you can, donate to the podcast so that we have the funds to buy the prizes to send out to you and to help cover the shipping and everything. And we truly appreciate it when you do that. So thank you if you have in the past. And what else? Oh, our roseopalknits.com, where we have a blog with some free patterns. Our Instagram handles, I don't know.
Social media.
Yeah.
Ko-Fi, Ravelry, the website, spread shop. I think that's all we have. Our email's down there too.
Yeah. There are a couple of shops that we have linked below that have offered coupon codes, and that's it.
I think so.
All right. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in with what she's wearing.
I'm wearing my souffle. It's by Penrose Knits. This is the mohair double one. There's I think there's 4 versions. I think there's a kid, the chunky, the summer, and then just the regular souffle. That's this one, basically, where it's sheer on top, and then you hold it double for the underneath. So it ends up being a DK weight gauge.
It's very cute.
I knit it when it came out. I think 3 years. No, was it 2 years ago?
I
don't know. Whenever it came out, that's when I knit it. But this is actually featured in one of the pictures too on it.
Oh, okay.
On Ravelry. So.
And I'm not wearing anything handmade, so we're going to just go ahead and jump right into finished objects. How many do you have?
2.
All right, I have 2 as well.
Do you? Oh yeah. One's cross stitch. Okay, I forgot. I was thinking knitting. Okay.
Yeah, no. So I'll go ahead. I'll start since you just talked about what you were wearing, and I'll go ahead and talk about the cross stitched one since you just mentioned it. So I finished my Janlin kit, Joy in the Journey, and this is how it's going to be for now, but it's not done. It's just pinned. The fabric is just pinned. I was thinking that I was going to try, I don't have any frames here that it fits. So I thought I would try to find something better. Maybe a piece of foam board to wrap this around and then mount on something, or a frame that it fits better in. And then it is attached to this fabric, but I think I can still make it work in a frame with that green fabric because it goes so well with this color floss right there. But I used all the kit materials. It's a 14 count Aida, and I just followed it. I think there are a couple of like personalizations in there. Yes, there are. These yellow flowers here are supposed to be the rusty red color. Sorry, I did them yellow. But this is what the package looks like. Janlyn, Joy in the Journey. And my friend Julie will appreciate this because she's asked me to do this. But down here I have 2024, and then over here I have ES for Erica Saint.
Where?
2024 and ES.
Oh yeah.
So that is a finish. My husband bought this for me one year for Christmas, and now I've finished it. So this is where it's gonna go back here.
It's cute.
All right, you want to talk about one of yours?
I'll talk about my hat. I finished my Stockholm hat by Petite Knit. This one is for me. I don't know if I'll actually wear it again, but I put it on Mason. He looked pretty cute in it.
Did he?
So, see, it's like, okay, it's supposed to be pointy up at the top. There you go. But it is a one size pattern, but like, you can adjust it based on your head circumference for the length of it, basically. But I kept it in this You Got a Bag. You got me this one, right?
Yeah, You Got a Bag on Etsy.
Yes. And so I'm pretty sure the yarn is this yarn. I have stitch markers hanging off of it. Anyways, I took off the stitch marker. I wasn't very far on it, actually. I'll tell you how far I was. I took it off so I could wash it. So it's very long, actually, but it is designed to be folded up. I was down here, roughly. So I knit the rest of it. And the yarn, I'm pretty sure, is Lions Brand Woolies in the umber color. That's the only brown yarn that I had that I think this could be. Now that might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I used, I want to say it was a US 7. I have to double check. Yeah, US 7, which is a 4.5 millimeter needle. And I knitted 2 patterns, so I don't really have much to say about it. It's a worsted weight pattern. It fits pretty good. I could see myself wearing it, but not right now. That was hot on my head already.
Yeah, I believe it.
So, we'll see. And if not, I have plenty of kids and a husband that would wear it, hopefully.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure
someone will wear it, basically.
Someone will wear it.
So I'm not worried about it. And I just wanted to knit it. Like, I saw the pattern last year, and I was like, I want to make that. I was like, I want to make it for myself, but I don't know if I'll wear hats. So I'm like, well, I'm going to make it. Someone will wear it.
We were watching Tracy, right? Of Grizzly Knits. She was knitting it, and you were
was
like...
it her?
Yeah,
I don't know who it was.
Yeah, and then you were like, I want to knit that pattern. And,
and then I was like, I want it in brown. And I was like, I have brown.
Yeah.
So I was like, just knit it. So I knit it.
Yeah.
It's done. We'll see if I wear it, basically.
All right. My next finished object is a pair of socks from my son Thomas. So this is a DK weight pair of socks. The last time I showed them, this sock was finished, and this sock was all the way up here in the cuff. So I finished the rest of the sock. This is a 56 DK weight sock on a US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter needle. And it's a 2x2 ribbing. I think it's about 10 rounds. And then I think this is 15 or 16 rounds here on the leg. It's a slip stitch heel with a turn, and then the gusset decreases. And then I did a round toe, which we do have the counts for DK weight socks for the rounded toe on our blog. And I just followed the one for the 56 stitch sock. But it's a fun toe to do. I did Kitchener them, but there was only 4 stitches on the front needle and 4 stitches on the back needle, so it's not a long Kitchener. He's tried them on. They fit him. They kind of look like shorties on him. And I guess he has thick angles. I don't know. But they are fully finished. Everything is sewn in. And now I'll be able to just pass them to him after the podcast. This yarn is a yarn that Daphne and I dyed during one of our dye sessions. It is a sock yarn. So it's a 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon base. And it was bare. And I think we called it Tree Sprite, I think is what it's called. And I have 12 grams left. So this pair of socks was living in this bag by Cherish Stitch by Oli while I was knitting them. So this bag is empty, but I have plans to start another pair of DKW socks before the end of October. So I'll probably just pull this bag out. Back out. Alright, that's my last finished object.
Alright, I have a pair of socks. Yeah, I saw this one last week. I put it on my sock ruler so you could actually see the pattern there.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Like that showed it.
I'll hold it.
Technically goes that way, actually. But this is the Gilbert Hearts and Socks by Holly Press Fibers. It was a test knit and it releases on the 1st. So today is September 30th. It is 3:30. But, so it'll be released tomorrow at October 1st. So you'll see pictures. I'm sure she'll post about it too. But they're so cute. And I followed it to pattern. So it's, I don't know how much to actually give away. It is a 1x1 heel flap and gusset and a wedge toe. And then it's got that heart lacy pattern down the front with, there's like a little, I forget what this is called.
A little detail there.
It has a name though. I forget what it's called.
Oh, okay. Well, they'll just have to get the pattern to find out.
It's a cable, but it's not like a cable, basically. And then the back of the leg is a rib texture too.
Yeah, I turned it around before.
Yeah. It is a rib texture to it. It is fingering weight sock. I knit the medium size, which was a 64 stitch. And I used a US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter needle. And I did a total of 8 repeats. This is including the leg and the foot. 8 repeats and a half. So 8.5 repeats of the pattern. For a women's US 7.
Very pretty.
It ended up measuring 9 inches for 9.5 inches, somewhere around there. I forget. It's all on my Ravelry page though. It is about 9.5 inches for the foot, so heel to toe. And then I ended up using 70 grams of yarn, which is about 322 yards. Again, all of it is on Ravelry.
70 grams total.
Yes, 70 grams total for both socks.
All right.
And it lived in my Mountain State Stitches bag. So I do have like little tiny nuggets left. And I did not weigh them. But I didn't tell you the yarn at all, actually. This is how much yarn I have left. So this is the random mini that I had. It was 20 grams. And then I had 50 grams of this. It was Sweet Tea's yarn, Christmas brunch, I want to call it. That's what I always want to call it.
It was a mystery skein one year.
You can't get it anymore, basically. But it was super cute. And it was like one of the pairs of socks I wanted done by the end of the year. So that's done. It's okay. We're good. We're getting through stuff, basically. And they are fully finished, washed, blocked, ends woven, ends trimmed, everything. So they're done.
That's good.
And they're pretty.
They are pretty.
Oh, sorry. It's my sock blocker this time.
All right.
Super pretty. I need to take pictures.
Yeah. So you can post them tomorrow on
I need a
release day, on October 1st.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get into works in progress. I don't know if you can tell. I was sick last week. I got sick and I didn't feel well. I don't think I did any crafty things for...
It was at least 2 days.
Yeah.
At least. It might have been 3.
So I have 2 works in progress and they're tiny. So
I only have 2.
Okay. Well, this is going to be a quick episode.
I did bring up 2 that I want to cast on.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed you had a lot of bags.
Yeah. Those are 2 that I want to cast on. And I frogged a sweater that I wanted to talk about too.
Oh, okay.
And that's that one.
All right.
I have more to talk about. It's not just our 4 whips.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm gonna talk about my new cast on. So this is a bag by Cherish Stitch by Oli. And if anyone's paying attention, when we did our whip parade, I had 17 whips. I finished a pair of socks. That brought me down to 16. I casted on a new project, so now I'm back up to 17. So, but I had to cast it on because it's a Christmas present. It's the start of my Christmas presents. I have several that I'm knitting. Okay, so this is a hot bottle water cover. And it's just an easy, it's called Max, M-A-K-S, hot water bottle cover. I'll have a little thing on the screen there. And I am using worsted weight yarn. I'm actually using Malabrigo.
That one's so pretty.
And this is the Medusa colorway. I think. Let me check that. Yeah. Malabrigo Rios Medusa.
I've never knit with Malabrigo.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I know, right? And I always see it. I'm like, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
And I want it so bad, but I'm like, I'm gonna buy it.
So that is the colorway, and I just love it. And here is the start. So I'm just following the pattern, and now this pattern is open at both ends. So it has ribbing at the top and open ribbing, a long open rib at the bottom. And actually the comments on several of the project pages said that that was nice because it made it easier to get the cover on and off. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the bottom open or maybe I'll add a button, but then I think, well, a button's not necessarily cozy. And then I thought, well, I could do an I-cord so they could cinch the bottom if they wanted to, but it really just depends on how much yarn I have left and what I'm feeling like when I get towards the bottom. But this is my start, and I think I have to knit double this length before I can start the increases for the body. So like I said, I'm following the pattern, and I am even using the needles called for. So I'm knitting with a US 7, which is a 4.5 millimeter needle, and I'm knitting at magic loop. And that's it.
All right, well, now that you mentioned how many whips you had, I had 27. Not at the whip parade. I had 29 at the whip parade. But I currently, from the last podcast, I had 27. And I finished 2, which were those 2. But I cast on 2 more. So I'm still at 27. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. I know I say that, and then I'm sure some people like stress out. I don't care. I don't care how many whips I have. It doesn't stress me out. Not that I don't care that you stresses you out. Doesn't bother me. Basically, is my whole point. But, and I don't want to talk about that one yet. You guys haven't seen that one. I told you guys I was going to cast this one on last week. This is the bag by CB Crafty Girl. She does not make bags anymore. It's Carla.
Of the Carla Knits podcast.
And this is the Building Blocks cardigan by Amy Scher. I think that's right. On the screen, I'm pretty sure that's right. But in this pattern, it has notes to knit. There's a bunch of ways to knit this. I'm knitting it as a vest, which is also a way that it shows you in the pattern. But it is a very pretty red. It's not. It doesn't really. I heard someone say you can't capture the shade of red properly on a camera. Like, it's one of the hardest colors to capture, basically.
I thought that was blue.
Blue. I think it's blue and red.
Oh, okay.
It's one of them. It's not just this one.
Okay.
But it's one of the hardest, is what I heard. Could be wrong. It could be just blindly listening to someone. I forget who said it, though, too. But this yarn is Karen Simply Soft in the Autumn Red. And it is so pretty. I walked past it. I had no intentions of buying red yarn this day that I bought this. And I walked past it. I said, I need that. I don't know what I'm knitting with it yet, but I need it, basically. So I decided on knitting an oversized red vest. Like, I wanted a red vest anyways, but I didn't intend to buy it that day. And I walked past it, and I was like, that will be perfect. And it's like got shine to it. It's so pretty. But
fun fact, this yarn, Karen Simply Soft, was the first yarn I ever purchased. Walking through AC Moore, I passed it in a teal color, and I was like, I have to have that.
Oh dang, I forgot what size I'm knitting to. I I forgot everything apparently.
Hmm.
I don't know what size I'm knitting. This pattern, I believe I'm knitting the second size. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's the second size. It has so many options for it. I was kind of overwhelming trying to pick a size because you can put bust darts in it. It shows you how to do a split hem, like the way I did it. So it's not a split hem, it's just a solid hem, obviously.
Mhm.
But gives you both directions. It gives you the directions for a cardigan and a vest.
So are these
There's a lot.
markers
Those are
separating
marking
the
the
back
sides,
and
yes,
the side?
the front
Okay.
and the sides.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot basically. So I was struggling to figure out what size I wanted to knit, and I think I landed on the second size. But I'm not doing bust darts or anything. I kind of just want it kind of like just an oversized vest.
Mm-hmm. More boxy?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
basically. So the ribbing is on the US 8, which is a 5mm, and the body is on a US 9, which is a 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm at.
All right. All right, my last whip is cross stitch. And for those of you that watched last week, and you will notice that this project that I finished is not the project that cross stitch I said I was going to finish first. But once I pulled that out and looked at it, I was like, I actually think I can finish this one before the other one, the Prairie Schooler April one I'm talking about. And now that it's almost October, I'm going to take a break from the Prairie Schooler April one because I'm feeling more fall and everything. I have one Halloween pattern. It was given to me by my friend Julie. Oh no. Okay, so I have one Halloween-ish type pattern, and it is Witchy Washy by Raise the Roof. It was given to me as a birthday present a couple years ago by my friend Julie. She gave me all the materials to stitch it. And here it is. Oh, I have it attached to the board. So I will have popped a picture in of what it looked like when I picked it up. And I have not completed much since I picked it up, but I'm going to work on this one for a finish. So I just added some tree branch. Well, I got a point to where I just added some tree branch right there. That's it. I only worked on it one night. Okay.
I think that one's cute. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, you can hold it now. So I am stitching it on an 18 count fabric, which is Artiste brand from Hobby Lobby in the vintage color. And I am using all DMC, though called for on the pattern. And I do have the decorative buttons that go with the pattern.
Is there a button?
Yeah.
Oh, I was so confused.
Yeah.
Like,
the decorative buttons. And when I finish stitching this pattern, I hope to turn it into a pillow and then gift it back to Julie. So that's my hope. I kind of here and there, I've watched like a couple of YouTube videos about hand stitching, you know, like seams up and stuff. So that's what I want to do. Because I don't use a sewing machine, in case you're wondering. But that's it for me. That's all I've got.
All right, I have one more whip. This is in a white rose fiber go bag. And this is the ribbed beanie by Maker Maker. And you guys have not seen any of this. This is a brand new skein of yarn, everything. So my husband asked me to knit him a hat that matches a pair of shoes he has, and he has nothing else that matches his pair of shoes. He's like, make me a hat, please. So I went online and I found this yarn. It is Dream in Color in the Gold Experience. Should I grab the tag out first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dream in Color in the Smooshy. Yep. In Gold Experience. So it is an 85 superwash merino and 15% nylon. And it's a perfect match for his shoes. So it is free pattern for one on Ravelry. It is a 2x2 rib. I don't know how the decreases are done yet, but I think I'm on a US 6. I always forget what needle I'm on. Yeah, US 6, 4mm.
Are you holding it double?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It is a DK weight pattern. I'm holding fingering weight double, and I don't think I have anything else to say about it. I'm kind of jealous of it.
Did you talk about the needles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
He
sorry.
has 6.
I'm out of it.
I don't know. I don't
right.
think he really seen it yet either, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think I showed him the yarn. I don't think I've showed him his hat.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All
he'll
right.
get there. Hopefully it'll be done quickly.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that is the end of our whips. Daphne has two other projects she wants to talk about, and then at the very end, I will show an acquisition. Go ahead.
Okay, so I already talked about this one. I just got it set up. So this is a bag by Amy of Noble Character Crafts. I plan on casting this one on tomorrow. It is the mini seasons sweater by Ozetta. And it is.
Oh, this is what we talked about last.
Yeah, we talked about it, but I'm casting it on tomorrow. I have until the 20th to have it fully finished. So this is a yarn. It is Lions Brand Kobu in the beige color, and I'm going to be knitting the small size. I believe I want to say it's 1 to 2 years size. So it's meant to be oversized. This is a DK weight. The pattern calls for a worsted weight. So I do think I'm going down a needle. I already have the needles in the bag though. Yeah, I have a US 10.5. That might be kind of big. We're gonna try. I knit the sweater once for my niece in that umber color actually last year, and I used a US 11. So I don't want it to be too tight, obviously, because for a baby, you don't want to make armor. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we're going to go with this first, and if it doesn't look right, I'm going to go back and go down to a 10 maybe.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think I'll go much lower than that. I mean, the lowest is like a 9 for sure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's all ready. It's just sitting there waiting to be cast on. Mm-hmm. I might cast it on tonight, actually.
Yeah,
why not? Why not?
Yeah,
I don't need to. I think I was just waiting until we recorded rather than casting on more and be like, hey, I went up in whips instead of down. Saying even counts for something. Okay. But now this is the one I frogged. This is in a Sassy Sacks by Yadi. It's on Etsy. This was my crescendo sweater, the chunky crescendo sweater by Knit Pearl Girl. There is a page on my Ravelry for it, and the pattern was great.
Did you get a picture of it?
There's a picture on my Ravelry.
Oh, there is? Oh,
yes,
okay.
There is a picture of it on my Ravelry. I have not marked it as being frogged yet, but it is frogged. It's all in cakes right now. But the yarn was, what is that? Knitting for Olive Heavy Merino in the Oxford Gray so there's 2 strands there. I am not undoing that. I'm going to knit it again. But the other strand is Hobby Lobby 44th Street, and I don't remember the color of it. It might be on Ravelry, it might not. I don't know. Whatever those 2 yarns are, that's what it is. But I'm going to knit the Late Summer Tea. And I forget who it's by. But anyways, it's a really pretty, I don't know what stitch it is. It's either brioche or a fisherman's rib. And then you do it bottom up. And you do the sleeves bottom up, and it's a raglan, and I don't know how this is going to go, but I really like it, and I really want it, so I'm going to knit it up in this, basically. Mm-hmm. So I already have needles in there and everything, but
when do you plan on casting that one on?
I was going to cast it on last night, but again, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So there are needles in here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to knit it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, I want to. But I also have a bunch of Christmas gifts I want to make. And I just bought Penrose's new pumpkin spice hot water bottle covers to knit those. And hot water bottles. So, I have those. I have Christmas gifts. My mom wants me to make a fake Christmas gift that she thought was hilarious, basically.
Oh, I thought she didn't want you to make it.
No, she does. Here,
oh.
I can pull that up. So, my sister is a little picky about things. Okay, like she likes things to be perfect, which is fine. So my mom sent me this the other day. Oops. And like they're just like real old style, like vintagey crochet,
granny square
granny
tank
tank
vests
top
or
vest.
whatever. Yeah,
Not something.
slipovers.
Yeah. So my mom told me I should make them really quick and do that as a pretend gift for Christmas, and mainly to mess with my sister and her boyfriend, just because. So I'm just gonna do it with scraps. Because what else am I gonna do with my scraps? I randomly come up with things I want to make with them, so might as well use them. So we'll see how it goes.
That's funny.
We think my sister's boyfriend is gonna like pretend to love it in a sense, because like I think everyone else knows.
You're guessing his reaction.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's mainly to see their reaction to it, so they don't know about it, but I think my parents do and my brothers know. But that's it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Basically, it's something my family wouldn't really like that we're gonna pretend they're like. So it only, I think it might just be my parents that know. So, and I told my mom I'll bring over crochet stuff so she can learn how to crochet.
Does she want to know?
Nope.
Oh.
But I told her I'm gonna try. Yeah. She always tried to, but like she never had anyone actually like teach her. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
that'd be
I'm
fun.
gonna bring over some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring over some stuff.
She tries crafts, so you know.
She does. She always says she's not very crafty. I think it's the fact that there's not that instant gratification of doing it more than anything. I feel like that's what stumps most people. But granny squares are quicker.
Yeah. Yep.
So we'll see.
All right. So I got my mystery skein Aura et Labora Club colorway, and I just got it today. So if you are part of this mystery club and you have not received yours yet, then now's the time for you to sign off. And we're so glad that you're here, and thanks for watching this far. But I'm going to show it in just a moment. So it is called Aura et Labora Club, October 24, Shower of Roses. It's by Granite State Yarns. And it's like all the pink. So there it is. All right. So far, all of these skeins have just gone into my stash. I'm usually not like that, but I've got goals. I've got other goals. I'm thinking they're all going to become socks.
I have goals, and then I decide I have more goals.
Yeah. All right. So that's it. Do you have anything else to know? All right. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope you have a wonderful week. See you next week, right? We don't have anything keeping us.
Next week is my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything for my birthday. At least not on my birthday.
Normal, like, you know, cake and...
Holden's not going to be home.
Oh, well. Still do something.
I have to take Isaac to the doctor in the morning, too. He just has to get a vaccine. That's it, so. But, and then I have soccer, too.
Yeah, well, that's what being an adult is.
Right? I know. So, no, I'm going... My mom, I don't know who's watching them. Some of my family are watching my kids on Saturday, I think. I don't know.
Oh, so you and Holden can do something?
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing yet.
Oh, okay.
That's about as far as I got with planning my birthday, okay?
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. All right, so have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.